Hi there for joining me. Today, like the title says, we're doing a Chatty Get Ready with me, and I'm going to talk a little bit about low buy or no buy. So all the products I'm using in this video, I will list them down below. I don't know if they're all still currently available. I know some are, but you can check. And mainly I just kind of want to talk about the idea of low buy or no buy idea and how I personally come to think of trying this this trend. Yeah, sorry my face is looking really ghosty right now. I applied my mineral sunscreen, so it's looking like really pale and ghosty. I'll put some little thing over it. Today I'm literally like doing a very simple makeup. Well, I do simple makeup on a daily basis, but today I literally brought in my bathroom vanity collection. This is what sits in my bathroom when I want to do like a really quick like 10-15 minute makeup and get out of the door kind of thing. I might pull in a couple of other items here and there, but mainly just using the stuff I have in my bathroom. So I want to talk about this topic because years ago, I think maybe 2008, I started watching YouTube, and I never thought that these items will have much impact in my life. Maybe it's very naive, but I didn't think watching video would give me would end up like changing my behavior, my long time behavior. So I've always been a very simple and very frugal person, at least in my own opinion, when it comes to like clothing, makeup, things like that. But since I started watching YouTube, this certainly has changed. I mean, it's a gradual, slow change, but I find that I've kind of gotten out of hand a little bit with my makeup collection over the years. I mean, I do enjoy doing makeup, like I've said in my previous videos. I think it's relaxing for me, and I really enjoy this part of time in the day. But with watching so many YouTube gurus channels, you know, I get really excited about like new releases or like what are like the cool innovative products on the market, and I want to try them, you know, just like a normal person. So but the problem is the thing I kind of talked myself into like buying a lot of these things at first is that I thought you know, I'm going to try this product and that product, and this will give me, you know, an idea of like what makeup product really suits me. And then once I find kind of like my holy grail or like products that really work for me, I would just continue to use them. But the truth is that there's always new and innovative products. Even if they're the same category of product, they could say that, oh, you know, this has more shine, more dew, more hydration, or this technology and that technology. So, you know, I ended up wanting to try a whole bunch of them, and but the problem with that is one can never try everything, right? Because every year new stuff come out. If I keep trying them, there will never be such thing as holy grail. It's probably only holy grail for a very short time. But within a year, I just use foundation as an example. Like this year, there's like tons of foundation release, and A lot of them are like dewy, so like the hydrating dewy kind of thing that I feel like, wow, like I'm really drawn to that type of products. I mean, they could always come up with new products, but also they can come up with old products with new slogan. So anyway, I find that I end up like start accumulating a lot of stuff that I just don't have time to use up. It's not that I don't. Okay, so some makeup just simply didn't work for me, but I mean, it's not like I don't like a lot of the stuff I buy, but it's just that I can't finish using them. I mean, as you can see, well, you won't be able to know, but most of the time when I put on products, I don't use a lot. So what happened is I get excited and I want to try this and that, and I start like buying, within the same year, buying like a whole bunch of the same products in the same category. For example, like foundation, or like, I feel like I can never have like a very good concealer, or like there's a new concealer in town that I want to try out. So it eventually it just become like a problem of build up of a collection. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think I collect nearly as much as any of these beauty guru, because that is like their actual livelihood, that they have to try so many products and all the new releases. I don't. I mean, I do try to like weave out the kind of things that would suit my skin type, that would work for me. It just doesn't make sense to have so much product, because eventually they all expire, and I hate wasting. And so like what happened is, before they expire, I like probably use them up, or use too much. I haven't used them up, and then so I feel bad. So then I would like keep using like expired products. I appreciate the fact that until today, I don't think I have so many old products that end up giving me so much bacteria that I have like skin disease. But I do, I do think it's probably not a very good thing, not a very healthy thing to like continue using products that are clearly expired. But this is obviously an issue in just too many products. I started noticing a new trend last year of people doing low buy or no buy, and I feel really inspired about it. I get so excited of these like high-end products that I had maybe at one point wanted to try, and then became inexpensive. I mean, I'm happy if they worked out, but when they don't work out and you can't return the beauty products at TJ Maxx, it just kind of really sucks, because it's just really truly a waste of money. I don't want to. I feel like if I want to do something like this, it has to be realistic with my, everyday life, or the kind of goals, so that I don't set an expectation for myself to fail, or feel, overly guilty about not making my goal, or, failing my own expectations. So I think the reasonable thing is to set a low buy goal. But you can't just be like low buy and then no idea how to go about it. So I sort of come up with a rough plan to accomplish this low buy goal, is to first do an inventory, like what do I currently own, and then separate things that I do maybe do use a lot, categorize them, maybe I don't know, make a spreadsheet or make a collection page in my bullet journal to do this inventory. That And then second thing is I think I want to try to have a rotation system. I see some people do it, you know, some people do like seasonal rotation. Or another thing is to do a monthly rotation, to like come up with a set of makeup to use on a monthly basis, where, you know, every day of that month I'm only going to use that set of makeup. And the idea is that I come up with a rotation system good enough that majority of my makeup will be rotated, will be used throughout the year. And hopefully by concentrating maybe 1 month or 1 season on certain group of products, that will really help me to use them up or remind myself to use those things. Another thing I think many people also do is to declutter. I think declutter, the idea of declutter, I like. I read Marie Kondo's books on like decluttering your life and keeping things that makes you happy. Well, I think it makes a lot of sense, and I last year actually did a lot of that with my clothes, and I also did a little bit of that with my makeup collection. But the problem with declutter is it's a little bit, I guess, wasteful, like, you know, if the thing is still useful. But I do think what I want to do this year is to go through all my products and things that are like makeup that are, especially if they're like cream, foundation type of products, it's probably really not too good to keep them for like a super long amount of time. It's probably not very good for my health. So I think I might go through like some of the like super old products. I think that honestly I still have things that are like I've had for like over 10 years. And those probably do need to get shuffled out, unfortunately. I don't necessarily want to, but if I haven't been using them and they're like that old, they're probably doing me a disservice. So I'll start declutter from there. And then, you know, the next step is like, what are the products that are not as old, like not 8 to 10 years old, but in the last like, say 3 to 5 years, I really haven't made too much use of them. Here's what comes to why I won't do a no buy, because there are things that we frequently have to replace, like mascara. Even though most of my mascara, I try to extend them out to maybe like 4 to 6 months of use. It's really not very ideal to use mascara for that long. I if anything that have irritated me that are old is probably mascara, because they are, you know, watery, creamy, liquidy product. So bacteria really do harvesting them, and there's no way to really clean the brush head of mascara. Sorry, I just covered my face there. Yeah, to clean the mascara head. So I think that's another reason. Like makeup brush you can clean, but mascara brushes you can't. So and then also sometimes, like, what if I don't have certain type of product and then I run out and I need to replace them. So there's that concern. So I think what I will do is I will have to make a judgment call on what is necessity to replace, because some of the things, it's not like, oh, if I use up a bronzer, I must immediately go purchase the same bronzer. But I have to look into my collection, what other bronzers do I have that will serve the same purpose. So I think that kind of things I will purchase. Or another item is like, you know, eyebrow product. I I might use up those quickly too. Huh. I don't know why, but on the camera my bronzer appear really crazy. But like in the mirror, in reality, it don't look nearly as crazy orangey. I don't know. So, these are like the 4 main strategy I think I will apply, but of course every step will take more planning. Now, on the flip side, another important idea is, okay, if I can try to do a low buy, but what initially prompted me to have such a collection is because I watched so much YouTube video. And the truth is, I don't think I'm going to stop watching YouTube video or beauty channel, is to reduce the amount of beauty channels subscription I have. I do like most of the beauty channels, or I really appreciate them. But some of them, if they continue to promote products that, I don't know, like maybe they're just like not my favorite. So I feel like I want to keep the beauty channels that are like truly most useful to me, most suit my personality, my taste, and my philosophy of purchasing and makeup, and so that I can be most informed of the kind of products that I know I would appreciate more, and also probably watch more like tutorials of makeup rather than like channels that focus on new release. I mean, I like new release too, but honestly, watching new release all the time it really gets me. But on the other hand, makeup tutorials helps me to make better use of my current product, because I probably have enough to recreate majority of the looks that they do tutorial. You don't always have to have the same palette or the same item, you can just recreate the look. And then another thing, the third thing I can do to combat the desire of buy, is honestly reduce YouTube watching time as a whole. But this year I've really tried to make a goal of expanding things that are more valuable to do, like reading books to enrich my knowledge, or set a goal to be out for ministry more on the days when I feel okay to go out, and also actually making YouTube video. This in itself helped me to cut down YouTube watching time, because this is very time consuming. So it helps me to occupy my time, because the issue is with my health, I can't be out as much as I want to. So the time I spend at home, it's very easy to get lazy when you're home all day. So doing the video actually helped me to plan my time a lot better. And yeah, just try to make use of what I currently have. I've thought about doing a project pan, but I honestly am not very certain that I will be able to hit pan on anything this year. Again, I mean, I wear makeup almost every day, but it's not like I don't wear a ton of makeup every day. I wear some makeup every day, but not like a ton of makeup every day. So I don't have the confidence to hit pan on anything at this moment. Maybe after this year, when I see like my products are reduced to a reasonable amount, then I can think of doing a project pan more realistically. Usually for almost all my life, I hated shopping. Like, it gives me a headache. I literally, walking through the store gives me a headache trying to find something to buy. But this year, but with makeup, it's like there's a lot of online shopping you can do, and then if I have certain products that I got to know a little bit through the YouTube, and then I want to continue, and I get excited going to the store for that. So I really want to kind of like reverse this trend and go back to being more mindful, or just focus on what is really important, like prioritize my life. Makeup does make me happy, but it really isn't a priority in life in really any sense. So so I'm making this video to hold myself accountable. I've also come up with a budget, so hopefully I stick to this budget every month, and see how I do by the end of the year. I will probably make some sequel video of this to see to show you my progress, or what goals I hit and what I didn't. So stay tuned. Last thing is to put on some lip balm. I got this Carmex at dollar store. It's amazing. Put down a lip so it doesn't look so pale. That's it. I use very simple products, and today almost everything is cream product. So I'll link them down below. Thank you so much for watching and listen to me babble. If you like content like this or want to follow up on how I do, please subscribe and share with others if you enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.